Hi everyone, welcome to Connective Technologies. Okay, so today I am going to explain how to load the chart of account value set values with the help of FBDI template. We'll see. Okay, yeah, if you see here, so these are the prerequisite setups or a base configuration should be exist in our application if you want to load chart of account value set values. Okay, with the help of FBDI template. So in this case, the implementation project should be created, chart of account value set codes, chart of account structure both global level and instance level, and COS structure should be deployed, and we can download the chart of account value set codes, and then we can okay, so download the value set codes from this respective task, and we can download the uh, this segment value security hierarchy related template from docs.oracle.com, and we can prepare the FBDA template with the required fields and required information, and we can load this chart of account value set. So there we can select this procedure. So this is the one by one process. Okay. So I hope everyone, you guys aware about the each task. Okay. So if you want to know, so to validate code creation and so just I will go and open and we'll see one by one quickly. So go to setup and maintenance. First we'll verify the our project. So go to implementation project. So here I created so my implementation project, BYD Motors implementation project. That is the first one. It's there already in the application. So the next so validate codes. So if you go to the financial reporting structure, so manage chart of account validates, put it with BYD. Okay. So all validate codes are created with the maximum length and the okay. So then after that, we can go to the chart of account structure, which is a third one. So just a blank search. Go to the global structure first. Give the BYD name. So this is a global chart of account structure which we created with all 9 segments. So there we assign the appropriate segment labels and then designated validate code with the maxwell and everything. Okay, so this you guys already aware for all the 9 segments. Okay, so the next one we can go to the manage chart of account structure instance level. Just to verify the chart of account structure instance also. So this is the instance level COA with all our required associated value set codes with the required option. Okay. And this chart of account, it's a deployment model. Okay. So next, okay. So before downloading the template, preparing and all, so go to chart of account value sets. So query your value set codes. Okay, you can export this with the help of this export option. So because while copying this value set code one by one and you can paste it over the template. So sometimes this name may be pasted with the space. So in this case, so this value set code it may be not valid while loading. It will throw the error. So to avoid those kind of data errors, we better to export the data. Just to open this template. You can enable editing. Okay. So these are all our value codes. So as per our chart of account structure, so this we can update with the sequence and then the maximum length. So if you see here that I'm already did in my sheet to save the time. So if you see here, so these are all our value codes which we are going to use for loading purpose. So if you want, you can just see here. So the same it will be there in my sheet as well as the export sheet. There is no difference here. Okay, so make sure you can copy the all valid codes as per our chart of account structure sequence for better understanding. So So which one we loaded and all, we can able to prepare the template also with the same sequence if you feel comfortable. Okay, and at the same time you better to maintain your chart of account value set code maximum length. So accordingly this maximum length we will prepare our the chart of account value set values. Okay, so if you see my company code, it's having the 4 digits maximum length. So the same I maintain in my sheet. Okay, 4 digits. Then cost center, if you want to see, we have a cost center. Click on edit. It's a 3 digits. So the same I maintain. So for national account, you can see. So national account, just click on edit. It's up to 5 digits. So the same I given here. So for intercompany also same. It's a 4 digits. How many company code? I mean for company code, what is the maximum maintain? For intercompany also same. And then projects. So you just verify the project here. So it's just click on it. It's a 5. So here also we have a 5. So like that, you can verify each value set code. Uh, what is the maximum length? Okay, so then accordingly you can update the same value over the sheet for a better understanding. So to avoid the data errors while preparing this data. So if you go to the product, this is also 4, and you can check for the future one, future two also. That is also same. So 5 digits. Feature 2 also, it's a 5 digits. Okay. Yeah. So once you prepare this data with a maximum length and appropriate value set code. So if you see here, I am maintaining my value set code values as well as the description. So to get these values, so go to the respective company which you are practicing. So here I am taking an example BYD company to load this chart of account value set value. This is just example only. So in this case, if you go here, our BYD company website. So if you go to the contact, so how many countries they are operating. So like those many countries we can extract the exact name. So like BYD Motorcycles, it's there in Los Angeles, US, and BYD Brazil, and Chile, BYD Europe, Netherlands, and then we have a Asia Pacific, Japan, and then Korea, Australia, India, Malaysia. Okay, so like that, so they have a these many countries. So accordingly, I given a one unique value for each legal entity and each company code value. Okay. Then after that, so we can maintain the BYD cost center values. So I am giving the default values whenever if you don't want to incur any expenditure for respective cost center, at that time we will pass the default. So then other things, all the remaining cost center related values I maintained here. Okay. So including the description and everything. Then after that, when it comes to natural accounts, so natural accounts, we have a existing template. So by using the existing template, we will get these values because the volume of natural account values are very huge. So that is the reason why I'm not mentioning here. So by using the existing sheet, which we will get the values from there. Then next we have a intercompany. So intercompany values are same. So like how many countries we are operating like US, India, China, Malaysia, Australia, Europe, Brazil, Chile, Japan, Korea. So those many countries values, the same we will be used. That means what are the company code values we have. So the same we will be used for our intercompany chart of account value set values. The next one we have a project values. So these project values, just for an example, I am using by each country wise. So common project for US, UK, India, China, like that. Okay. So the next one, locations. So here also we have a location related value set codes. So US 10, US 20s, China 30, Malaysia. Okay, and then Australia, Netherlands, Brazil, Chile, Japan, and then South Korea, like that. Then after that, we have a product values. So these product values, so I got this value from the website only. So if you go here, we have a product. So there you can see all the product information. So like buses and trucks, auto, and then vans. forklift and then rail transits, and here also we can get the some cost list. So based on this cost list, so I updated my value set values for the product segment, and I given some unique number like EV0102 like that for this product value set code. Then the future one, future two. So this we will be using for a future reference purpose. So I just given a default value with the maximum length of 5 digits. Okay. So this maximum length. So make sure what are the value set code maximum length which you specified here. Accordingly, you can maintain this value set values maximum length. Otherwise, system it will throw the error. Okay. While loading process. Now, so we prepare the data. Now we will get download the FBDI template from the docs.archive.com. So go to browser. So go to docs.archive.com. So this is the open source. We can download the all our FBDI template related to finance, procurement, SEM. Okay, for all the models. So now in our case, we will go and download the template from the financial offerings. Just click on financials. There we have a left side all books. Just click on this all books option. So here, if we go here, we have a implementation section. So under implementation section, we have a file-based data import FBDA for financials. Just click on this. So here, if we go to the 11th one, so that is the general accounting. So I mean to say general ledger. So under we have a from last to second one. Okay, import segment values and hierarchies. So this option you can select here. So once you select here, so here we have a so that respect to FBDI template related information. So what the UCM account name and which stream it is available, and what is the XLSM template control files, and then schedule process while loading the data, and at the same time this respect to table level information. So everything it will be there here. Sorry. So the next one, now we have to download this XLSM template. Just click on this. So once you click on this, system it will download the XLSM template. So go to your the respective download folder. Okay. So here we have a template. Just click on cut and go to the your BYD folder. So there I am creating the one more new folder. So BYD YD. Okay, just to open that, and here you can paste that FBDI template which you downloaded from the docs.archive.com. Just update your own name for better understanding. Okay. Now, once you updated here, so just double click on it. Click on enable editing. So this is the FBDI template where we will be used for loading. So and one more thing. So while downloading the any FBDI template, so you better to so download the latest version. So which is available in the website. I mean the docs.archive.com. So maximum try to match this version as per the application version. If you go here, here also we have a about the application version. We have a 24D. So it is also there 24D only. So the same version you better to download, and that template you can use for any loading process. It could be supplier, customer, or a supplier's bank account. Okay, anything. So any FBDA process. So you better to always use the latest version as per your application version. So it should match the FBDA template with your application version. Either it could be 23A, 24A, 24B, 24C, whatever it may be. Okay. So now coming to this template, so if you see here, we have a two sheets. This is we will use it for a segment values loading purpose. This is we will use it for a chart of account, the parent and child hierarchies loading purpose. So at this moment, I'm not going to explain this hierarchies. Okay, so I'm just deleting the all the data which is there in the hierarchy level. Okay, so the next one. So make sure there is no data here because we are not going to use. anything at this moment. Okay. So then after that, go to your segment values interface sheet. So where we will use it for a loading. So here I'm deleting the serial data which was given by Oracle. Okay. So I'm just keeping one record as per just for a reference to load the data, or else what information we need to give under to get that we can keep one record. So before preparing the template, so here we have a few fields information that we'll see one by one. So the very first value set code. So here what are the value set code which we created in our application. So that we have to update here for each value set code. Then that associated values we have to give here. So see here. So here it is showing as an up to 60 characteristics, but as per my knowledge, the value set code maximum length is 30 characteristics only. So if you give more than that, system it will throw the error while loading the process. So you better to give this value set code up to 30 characteristics, even though it is showing as a varchar 60 here. Okay. The next one, the values, these are the chart of account value set values. So these values we should maintain as per the chart of account value set value. Maximum length how we given for each value set code for company code, cost center, national account, intercompany, etc. So what are the maximum length which we specified for each value set code, accordingly we can maintain these values. Next, this start date, it's up to your wish. If you want to maintain any start date for the respective value set code, and sorry, value set values. So in this case, we can use the start date and date. So accordingly, whenever you don't want to use, you're going to set down that respective company code by giving the start date as a, or as today date as a today date as an end date. Then you can close that. End date that company code. And this summary flag, it's a mainly used for account hierarchy, parent and child relationship. If you give summary flag as a y, the system it will consider the respective value system it is considering as a parent value. And this this enable flag, so if it is an enable flag y, then only we can able to see the value while performing any transaction. So at that time we can able to see those values. Next, here the main important is account type. So what are the accounts, natural accounts which we are loading, right? So here we have a short word. So if we put the cursor here, A for assets. Okay. So if you see here, A for assets, okay. So L for liability, so E for expense, O for ownership equity, R for revenue. So these are the short codes which was given by the Oracle. Okay. So here we need not to specify the entire full name here to specify the each natural account. That natural account is belongs to which account type, and it's not required to give full name here. By specifying the respective start word as a short name as A for assets, E for expense, R for revenue, O for ownership equity, L for liability. So by selecting this respective single word, I mean to say starting word, so automatically system it will convert that entire the asset type so over the front end. So in front end, by giving the single digit, I mean to say single word starting word, automatically system it will convert the account type in the front end. Okay. So the next one we have a allow posting, allow budgeting. So to make the posting against this chart of account value set value which we are going to load, we can put as a y. If we want to use the budget functionality, so national accounts or else any other segment values, we can use the allow budgeting flag as a y. So next, this third party control account, if you want to restrict the any respect to national account, so you can specify that whether it could be required no or supplier or a customer. So here also we have a short words. Okay, so by using this short words, so system automatically it will convert. Okay, so the next one we have reconcile flag, and they have financial category. This financial category reconcile flag, if you want specify any chart of account value set values for reconciliation purpose, we can give whether it is applicable for reconciliation or not for clearing account level. Then at the same time we have financial category. This financial category, if you want load it, here you need to pass the value set codes which we created in a respective, I can say, financial category lookup type. So here if you create the respective financial category, so that lookup code you have to populate here, then that it will converted meaning in the front end. Okay. So don't give the financial category name, it won't accept here. The lookup code which you specified here, financial category related lookup code, that you can populate here. This lookup code it will convert it as a name in the front end, which you specified their meaning name and all. So then after that we can give the this respective description for each value set code. It could be national account and other thing. So here if you see, this is the local language description you can provide. If you see here, it's Arabic. So this is some other language, so like Denmark, like Danish, or else it's a German language. So like that they have some local language. So that description you can provide if you want to see your chart of account values with a local language. Okay. So this is the way we can observe the all the header information. Accordingly you can fill your template. So don't fill the template blindly, because if you get any errors, it's a very big headache to check the one by one and to rectify, and again you can reload it. It will take a lot of time. You better to always read the any FBDI template, what kind of format it is accepting and all. So here is the date format, always it will accept YYMMDD format. Okay, so the same format we should enter here. So now I am going to prepare the, so each value set codes as well as the related values here. So associated values we'll see one by one. So the very first I am loading the natural accounts. I mean, we're not loading. I'm maintaining the values, preparing the values for this template. Chart of account values for national account very first. Then after that we'll see the company code and we'll see that. So the very first we can get the national account. So this is my value set code. So now I have to get these values. So I have a template which I used for my previous batch. So the same I'm copying here. For each asset type wise, I will copy this and I will update over the template. So these are all assets which I use in A. Okay, so it's already prepared for a previous batch. So the same I'm going to use here. So if you see here, so I'm given my start date as a, so January 2024 as a first summary flag now. Allow budgeting. Sorry, enable flag is by account type is assets, because I'm very first one series I'm going to load as an asset. Allow budgeting, allow posting by third party control the financial and the financial category, and that related national accounts related description. Okay, for all the values. Okay, so now you can delete this deleted one. It's not required. Now you can copy this national account, or else we can copy together later. Next, so apart from that accounts, what else? Yeah, we have to again load, update and copy the this liability related account values. So each account type we can copy from this template and we can paste it over there. Okay, so this is the liability values. So the remaining options are as usual same only. So start date, summary flag, and then this enable flag, allow budgeting, allow posting third party control the financial category, and then this respective description and the HSM. Only this account type it will be changed as per our account description. Okay, so now let's see here. If you observe this liability accounts, I'm using the 2 series value. So it's not a mandatory to use the same series for all the customer now. So depends on their requirement. They will update this naming convention as well as the series which they want to follow as per their legacy they will use. Now you can update the ownership equity accounts here, such a O. Okay, so including description everything. Then after that we have a revenue related accounts. It's a four series. Okay, it's a four series, but we can see some mixed value also. So as part of testing, we created few of them, but you can ignore it then. Okay. Next we have a expense related. It's a five series. Okay. So now you can copy the value set code and you can paste the value set code. Okay. So the respect to national account value set code you can update for all account types like revenue, expense, ownership, equity, liability, and assets. So it is the all account types we given here. Okay. So these are the huge values we can see here. So we have a lot of almost 400 plus values are there here. Okay. So these values you can get it if you are using any demo environment there the corporate account or some respective vision and instance related national account value set code is there. From there you can download and you can get this series and then respect to associated description and all. But in real time, this entire national account, I mean, all the value set values related information which will provide by our entire business team only. So, what is the maximum length and then description, which account it is belongs to, whether it is assets, liability, or expense, or ownership equity, they will provide the in detail description along with the account type, along with the series. So, what are the values the business team they will provide? Accordingly, we can prepare these kind of similar template and we can load it to the application. We need not to bother about so which series, which account type we have to use for the respect to behavior of the or nature of the account. Okay. So next one we can use for the company code. So you can follow this sequence now. So natural account is done. Now we can update the company code values. So this is our company code. So these values I'm already prepared here. So just copy these values. Okay. And then this description. So the rest of the information it's the same only. Okay. So if you see here, this third party control financial category it's not required for this value set code because it's optional for them. This is the optional guys. Okay. So it's not required to update this information that we will be used for only natural account purpose. So other than natural account, if you are filling the data, so you just keep it it's a blank. So if you see it's a optional one, not a mandatory. These things it will be changed for each time. So these three, it's not and this one. So these blue values, it will be the constants every time. So this we have to change each value set code. This we have to update for only national account. This is not required at this moment. Description also we have to update for each company code or each value set code. Okay. And now, so company value is already there. Company code value set related. So just copy and paste it here. Okay. So this account type third party control this information is not required. Rest of the information you can provide it. Sorry. So the next one, cost center. So you can copy this cost center value set code, paste it here, and you can get the values here. So we already prepared, right? Copy it, you can paste it. So this rest of the information, it's the same for all. And update the description in the template. Okay, you can copy and paste the value set code. So I'm just highlighting this color to segregate the each value set code values. That's it. Okay. So what is the next sequence value? So national account we did the very first. So next intercompany. So intercompany values we can use the same values which we use it for a company code. Okay. So what values it will be there for company code? The same you can copy and paste it, including the description, everything. Okay. So because what are the maximum length which we use it for a company code or entity segment? So the same way, same segment value we will use for a 99% for intercompany as well. Okay. So the next one, so national account is done, intercompany is done. The next projects. So copy the project value set code, paste it. So here also we already prepared the data. So just copy the value set values, then description. So the rest of the information is the same for all the value set code. It won't change. So next one, 1 minute and so this values I copied wrongly. So XC0 done. These are the values. And description also we have to. So this project course as example I created the common project or something. But in real time, the business users they will provide the actual values related to the project. So the next one we have a location. So get the location value set code. So get the values. So this is also already prepared. For each location wise, how many countries BYD is operating. Accordingly, these values I prepared with the country code and 01 or else 010 like that. Okay. So copy the values, value set code. Then you can copy the description. So the rest of the values same as because this is these values are not a national accounts. So these are the normal value set code. That is the reason why we can pass this account type control accounts, third party control account, we can see flag and all. It's not required at this moment. So next we have a product. So get the value set code. So this is product segment. This is the location one. Okay. So now the product values you can copy. We already prepared the data. So these are the product related values. And these values you can copy as this. So next one, we can copy the description. Okay. So after that, you can update the product value set code against all value set values. Now you can update the future segment related value set codes as well as the values. So feature one, feature two. So they maintain the default values for both. Okay, feature one, feature two. So now the data filling is done for all our value set code values. Okay. So this is the way we have to update this chart of account value set values loading template with all our required fields. Okay, along with this value set code, value start date, and then the summary flag, enablement flag. Okay, and this allow budgeting, allow posting, third party control. So all the fields. So wherever it is required. So what are the details you want to populate that you can verify and you can update with the proper updated information. Okay. So let me do the final validation. So national account company code. So company code description. This is the cost center. Then again intercompany projects location. Then we have a product. Okay. Future one, future two. Okay. So now, so before loading this, we have to validate this entire sheet. So sometimes if either user may provide the duplicate value or else we may while doing the copy paste we may updated the same values. So in this case, whether is there any values are duplicate against the within value set code, system it will verify. So and one more thing. So if we have a let's assume we have a cost center and then we have a product segment. So we have a cost center, 3 digits or 4 digits, product segment or a project segment or it may be. So if value set code is different, if values are same, it will accept. So within the value set code, system it will identify is there any duplicate or not. Okay. So it won't validate the, I mean all the value set codes. I mean to say we can maintain the same values for if the value set codes are different. Within the value set code, if you want to maintain the same value, system won't accept. If the value set codes are different, if you want to maintain the same series, so in this case, it will accept. Let's assume, so cost center, I'm using the this 001, 002 like 3 digits. If you want to use the product segment or location segment of the same series, it will accept because value set codes are different. But here I'm maintaining all are unique values, but just for knowledge, I'm explaining this. So now, whether duplicate values are there or not, just click on validate segment values. Automatically it will validate. There is no values here. So if you want test whether it is doing correctly validation or not, so you can just copy these values and you can update here. Just click on validate segment value. It will identify the duplicates wherever it is there. It will generate the error sheet. So if you click on this, it will show you which row it will be there. It will show. Okay. So this is the way System it will do the validation for a duplicate records. Okay, just click on save. And one more thing, sometimes this validate segment button and then this generate CSV button, it may not enable for this sheet. So in this case, go to your respective template, just click on right click, go to properties. So under properties we have a unlock option. Okay, so by you can unlock this particular option. So let me see. So here we have a unlock option and you can apply that. Then once you enable, click on apply and click on OK. So this is the first, second, third. So this is the third. Okay, so accordingly system it will enable that respective validate segment or a generate CSV button automatically for your respective FBDI template. Okay, so please keep in mind it's there in a general tab. Okay, so for my PC, so even though it is unchecked, unlocked, it will work for me. If it is not work for me, I have to do the same activity one. Okay. So the next one. So once we updated with the required information here, so now make sure you have to do the proper validation. Now we will load this into the application by converting the zip file. Okay. So let's go here. So I will put a one. I'll create one new folder. So BYD might load. Okay, so this is my new folder. So in this particular folder I will save this zip folder. Okay, just click on. So go to instruction and CSV generation. So just click on generate CSV file. So while converting this file, so don't switch on the tabs, I mean from one location to another location like that. So don't turn on. So now go to BYD. So here BYD load it will be there. So there you can save this respect to zip file. So if you see here, so what system it will do, it will generate the zip file. So that zip file we will use it for a loading. Okay, and if you see here, system it will create a one extra sheet. Okay, so what do you need to do? So after loading or else while loading, if you get any errors related to data, maybe space or something, so while updating this template, so the very first you can delete this. You can delete this extra sheet which was generated by the system and you can update wherever you have a corrections, and again you can go and generate the CSV file. So otherwise, what it will do, system it will throw an error while you are converting the data as a zip file. Okay, so you have to delete this whenever it is generated. Okay, so now you can update if you have any errors or as per your log file under. Okay, now go to so instruction generate CSV file and it will create the zip file. Okay, so now let's see here. My zip file is ready. Now I will go and load this respective data into the application. Okay, so if you go and check this prerequisite setup, so we downloaded the template, we prepared the data. Now we are going to load this values into the application. We'll see that. Go to navigator. So there we have a tools. This is the tools option. So there we have a schedule process. ESL job or a schedule process. Just click on it. Sorry. So just click on schedule new process. So first what we are doing. So with the help of load interface file for import, we can load the data into our application. So here you have to select load interface file for import. So this is an interface program. It will move the data what we are going to load from the interface. From there it will move to the base table so that we can able to see in the front end. Okay, this is an interface program. So this program we will use it for a lot of migration activities for open data, transaction data, like supplies loading, customers loading, supplies bank account. So there are a lot of processes. What are the processes which we are seeing, right? For all the processes, this load interface file for import will be supported. Now, if you don't know which import process you want to select, go to your respective docs.rkl.com. So wherever you download this XLSM template, right? So if you go jobs and tables link we have, so under schedule process, this job we have to select it. So just verify whether the job is there or not. Okay. So this is the one. So import segment values and hierarchies, the same job it will be there. So that you can select here. Now go to data file. So here always you can select the upload new file. So click on upload new file. So how this the very first is showing. So if you place this zip file in a UCM server so that it will pull to this location. Okay, that means before coming to direct interface, if you want to keep that zip file in the UCM, then after that, if you want run this load interface, the same zip file which you keep in a UCM that we can able to select here. That's it. But anything should be same only. This is a very easier process. Select the upload new file, choose file. So go to so BYD So BYD load. So here we have a zip file. So don't change this respect to zip file name. What are the name which were generated by the system? You can select and click on open. Click on OK. Now you just click on submit. Okay. So 0725. So this is a schedule process name. So just click on refresh. So until it is completed. So see here we are seeing the this load interface file for only one, but even though we have a two sheets here. But in first sheet only we fill the data and we load it. That is the reason why system it will generating only one load file to interface. If we have a two sheets or 10 sheets, so how many sheets we have in FBDI template for each sheet where this load file to interface will be generated, so that we can easily identify so where the issue is occurring under. Okay, so this triggering the error. Give me 1 minute. So if you see here, guys, so the status of this value set value is loading. So it's just showing as an error. But let's go and have a look on in front end. So sometimes even though it is error, so the values will be created. Sometimes it won't create. So maybe if in case default value is zeros which we given right in the template. So if you see here we have a default values for call center and then related. So these default values system it won't consider sometimes. So because of that what it will do, so it won't create and it will throw the error. Okay, so that is also one of the issue. But anyway, we'll go and have a look on it. Okay, this default values I created as with the text. It won't validate. So maybe that is also one of the reason. But anyway, so let's go and check whether the system is created the value set values. So just click on setup and maintenance. Go to financial reporting structure. Just click on value set chart of account value sets. Query your value set code with the BYD. So we'll check the one by one. So select the company code, click on manage values. So just click on blank search. Yeah. So I told you right, maybe because of the default value 0, it may skip. So that is the reason why the status may updated with the field. but even though, I mean error, even though the values are loaded here successfully. See here. Okay. So value, description, store date, sort order, sorry, summary flag, allow budgeting, allow posting. So it's loaded. If you want to validate this with your FBDI template, you can do that as well. So this is the company code information. So 1000, it's a US one. Okay. So description you just verify it's a US one. Okay, next India. It's India 2000. India 2000. Okay. So like that. So you just verify all the valid values whether it will be created. So cost center. Yeah, it's created. See here there is no default value. So system couldn't able to recognize if you give the zeros sometimes. So that is the reason why it's not validating. So if you see this feature one, feature two, so it may not created in front end. So you better to create these values from UI itself as a manual values. Okay. So if I go here, you can give the manually you can create if it is not created for default values. Click on save and close. So do the same for feature two segment also. So sometimes it won't create guys. Okay. So because these are all zeros, right? With the txt format we given a system, it will validate and it won't consider those as the values. So next enter company, click on manage values. Yeah. So here also there is no default value. So you can give the 4 digits. You can put the default value. So same do for a cost center also. The cost center also it's not created a default value, I believe. Yeah, it's not created. Just click on add triple zeros default value. So zeros it won't create sometimes, but not all the times. As per my knowledge, it won't create. Okay. So the next one, go to location. Just click on manage values. Click on blank search. For location also same. It's not created any default value. Just click on add it. 4 digits. Use the default value. Click on save and close. So national accounts. I hope it's created all the national accounts. Yeah. So all national accounts it created with the appropriate account type. Okay. So reconciliation flag, everything it will be created in the application. Financial category anyway we didn't specify anything. So next one we have a product. So this product values also I think it should create it. Yeah. So you use 0102 like that. So but the default value it's not recognized by the system. So it's the 4 digits default. Click on save and close. So then last one, project value set code. Click on manage values. Click on create. So sorry. So first let's verify. So the project values. Yeah. So x01 everything will be the default value. It's not created. So just add it. So zeros it's not recognized over the template. So that is the reason why all default values well it was skipped. That is the reason why the status we see the error out. But anyway, values are created. Okay. Yeah. So this is the way we can load the chart of account value set values. Okay, by using the FBDA template. Okay, so with the help of FBDA template, so we can load all our these relevant value set values against the each value set code. So this is the prerequisite setup. Okay, so I hope I given very crystal clear information with all the required setup, required information, how you need to get the values and that. So please try to practice and you can use the same in our real-time world also. So sometimes what it will happen for a few customers, they will not maintain all these value set values which you are seeing in our application value set level. So they will not maintain that. So there we have a one third party application called EDM, Enterprise Data Management, or else we have a DRM, Data Relationship Management. So from there, the values it will default to our Fusion chart of account values page. They will not maintain directly in Fusion. So like all big customers, JTEL, and then HSBC, Wells Fargo, GE, then Audi, Mercedes, Volvo. So these all big customers, they are operating across the world, right? So in this case, they will not maintain the value set values in our respect to this value set code, which we have seen, right? Manage account value set codes. Here they will not create any value set codes manually here. So here they will not create. So by using this create button, they will not create any chart of account value set values. So these values, it will default from our DRM application or else EDM application to our Fusion with the help of integration like SOVA, ECS and all. Okay. Yeah. So this is the way we can load the all our chart of account value set values in our Fusion application. So this entire values which you are seeing in the template, the everything it will provide by our business team. So what account is debit, liability, or else assets or expense or revenue. So along with the series and the, it will provide by the business users. We need not to worry anything. But if you are getting the data from business user with the same FBDI template format, make sure you have to give the minimal KT to business users how to fill this template. Accordingly, they will provide all the values. Okay, yeah. So this is the way we can load all our chart of account value set values if we have a bulk values in a real-time world. Yeah. So I hope I given very crystal clear information. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. So I request you to everyone, please subscribe the Connective Technologies YouTube channel to get a better quality education videos going forward. Have a good day. Thank you.